And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at Last Heroes, where you are a bunch of heroes fighting against, monsters. Oh, the portal has just opened. There's an emergency. Calling in heroes. Equip yourself. Kill all the monsters. That is the theme of this game. A portal's open up and you just go in there and shoot the monsters with all kinds of guns. The rule book's written with a comic book format. Da, 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 da. And there's some artifacts. It's a cool looking game. Let's see how it plays. At the beginning of the game, you're going to pick which weapons you would like to use. There's 5 different weapons: flamethrowers, crossbows, pistols, lightning gauntlets, and sniper rifles. Each of these weapons has different kind of ammunition, and so you're going to use these depending on how many number of players are in the game, and then you're going to shuffle and make a deck with them. Each of them is going to come with 1, 2, or 3 pieces of ammunition. You can see that here. As you start the game, you're going to be putting ammunition into the different chambers that you have here. Sorry, they go upside down like this. So you can see here, it says hit there, and then I'll just move this gun like this to show that I have 1 ammunition. If I use that, boom, it's gone. If I was using this flamethrower here with 3 ammunition, it would just look like this, and then use 1, use 2, and I've used all the ammunition. So you're going to be using this ammunition to be fighting these bad guys that are out here on the board. On a player's turn, they have 2 different actions that they can do. One is you can load a new piece of ammunition. Whether your ammunition is still full, you can replace it, or whether it's been used up. If there's a card there, you'll discard it, put in the new piece of ammunition, and you also get 1 Joker ammunition whenever you do that. So you can have up to 3 Joker ammunition. The other thing you can do is you can play a card next to you as a weapon. When you play a card, you need to load it. This needs 1 yellow ammunition, and so I would just knock this off 1. If I needed 3 yellow, I could maybe knock 1 here. If I had a Joker, I could spend 1 of that. You can also use ammunition for that particular gun that other players have, although you can only use 1 per card that a player has, and they can't refuse you when you use their ammunition, because that ammunition's for the team. You now have a weapon that you can use to attack the creatures. Weapons come in 3 different sizes, 1, 2, and 3. I already mentioned this, that show hit, bam, bam, and pow, pow, pow. Creatures need that to kill them. This guy needs 1 hit to take him out. A bam, bam, and a hit. 2 pow, pow, pows, and 2 hits. Although you can use a bigger weapon, like I could use a bam, bam to take out a hit if I want to. When you hit a creature, you'll just take them out. If you hit someone in the front row, you'll place your character token on one of the spots in the creature right behind them. That's breached. And then it's easier to take that person out for the next player, or even you if it's you. And you can see they're going to be worth a whole lot more points. This is not Cthulhu, not a ripoff of Cthulhu, I promise. But this guy's worth 19 points if you take them out. And if you get all the way to the end, you can get these trophies, which are worth even more points. Level 1 monsters aren't very useful, but I mean, they're only a few points, but they let you replace any card in any magazine with a card from your hand. So you can switch cards around, maybe grab a weapon or switch out ammunition. And when you kill the level 3 monster, like I said, you also get a bonus token here that you'll be able to use, and they're worth 5 points here. And then at the end of your turn, if 1 or both of your magazines are empty, then you're going to lose a point, and you're going to keep track of some of the points that you lose or gain down here in between your teeth. And so that's to make you fill up with ammunition. So if you're not filling up with ammunition, you're like, I'm not going to give other players ammunition. The game will penalize you by losing points. Now, the game is going to end when all the artifacts have been recovered, or if everyone's run out of cards in their hand, because you're going to start with a handful of 10 cards. Eventually you'll run out of these cards, and so either that's going to happen or you kill all the big bad monsters, and whichever one of those happens, the game ends. Players are going to add all the points of the monsters that they have killed, plus 5 points for each of the artifacts that they have gotten, and the score on your score wheel will add or subtract, and then whoever has the highest total is the winner. So everything is like based around how cool this is, right? I feel like they like, oh, look at this. There's a dial here and a dial here and these 2 guns. And I was told these were not super fun to put together. But, you know, ooh, look at between his teeth. There's the points. And that's all well and cool. It bugs me a little bit that the ammunition cards, so you put these ammunition cards in here and they slide in nice and neatly. And there you go, 1 ammunition, boom, done. But you put that same card on the other side and now the gun's over here for 1 ammunition. And now it's done. I don't know, that bothers my OCD a little bit. But other than that, and this artwork is, I don't know, it's like metal artwork. It's like, da, 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 da. Look at these cards, look how bad, they look really bad. Even though they do repeat a lot of the artwork, look how massive these creatures are. I have no idea what universes is, what kind of crazy creatures you're fighting. They look Cthulhu-esque or who knows, but I mean, it's well done artwork, but oh my goodness, is it like, yes, monsters. The decks, the cards, these are pretty cool, neat designs, but they literally have no theming to them. They are all the same thing. They're just different colors. This is one of the most disliked games I've played in a while. I really was not a fan of it at all. The theming and everything is kind of silly, right? It's like, da, 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 da. Like I said, it's just heavy metal, get some guns and blow stuff up. I'm not necessarily opposed to that idea. What I do find not interesting at all is A, the game is fairly bland. Load a gun, shoot a gun, get points. That's it. But this whole put ammo in your guns or lose points, this punitive, you're going to lose points if you don't have both sides of your thing full at all times, so you better put lots of ammo in your gun for other people to use. This whole mix, this game is all based about having ammo so that the other players can use your ammo to get points. And then you kill a small monster so that you can stand on the other half of the monster and cancel out part of its power so that someone else can get a bigger monster and get points. And so you don't want to do that, so you're not going to put ammo in your gun for other players to use, but then the game says, put ammo or you lose points. So you're like, fine, I'll put the ammo in. Then they use that ammo, and they kill the small monster so that you can kill the big one. And this whole game is just I'm setting you up to do this. And you're also at the mercy of the cards in your hand. Oh my goodness, if you get a bunch of small cards, it's not as fun for you as the person who gets better cards. There's literally nothing about this game I like. I think the art is, it's well done, but it just feels sophomoric, the whole thing. I don't like the whole, you get to use other people's ammo, and there's no benefit for them. In fact, ha ha ha, they're just punished if they don't have the ammo for you to use. You're working together by leaving piles of ammo around. You need to get these combos of guns, which are all the exact same gun. There's like no special abilities of these guns at all. And then you kill something. The whole game is based on trying to not set up the next person. So this is not cooperative at all, even though the theme is cooperative, like, oh, we're working together. Not really. It's not cooperative at all, and the whole game is based on me trying to do something without helping you do something, but I'm being forced to help you so that you can get more points than me. And then you're at the mercy of the cards in your hand. I don't know. It feels like, ooh, look, we have this really cool board with really cool guns and some cool artwork. But I read the designer diary, and it wasn't based around all this stuff. The game came first before all the components. But it feels like the components came first. I don't know. I think this is going to appeal to a lot of people. A lot of people are going to walk by the shelf and be like, ooh, this looks fun. And I think they're going to be disappointed. Maybe, you know, obviously the playtesters like the game, and obviously people like it. But it is not my style at all. I'm okay. You know, my favorite game is Project Elite, which is literally monsters coming through a portal and you shooting them down. That's great. It's not a theme I dislike. It's just that this game doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like I'm moving cards around and dropping guns and picking up ammunition and shooting things so that other players, I don't know, I just don't like the interaction between the players at all. That absolutely breaks the game down for me. Last Heroes, just not one I like at all. Dice Tower Judgment, not a good game.